यहाँ पे ही है क्या बीच में?
हाँ इधर ही है, वो तो लाइव भी आ रही है।
ओके
Oh my god.
जसलीन एक बारी मोशन
हाँ इधर ही है, वो तो लाइव भी आ रही है।
ओके
अच्छा एक सेकंड, who's keeping time?
Who is going PM from your side?
मैं रख रहा हूँ टाइम। अपूर्व
अबे
अभी PM first time.
हाँ कोई नहीं, मोदी का भी first time.
अरिहंत है
मोदी का भी oh fuck live है, sorry.
मैं एक बार मोशन रिपीट कर देती हूँ. This house regrets the compartmentalization of SASC.
Right. Before we start, who's the head adjudicator, like lead adjudicator on this?
कोई adjudicator नहीं.
Mehta.
Only course.
Mehta, you there?
अरिहंत मैट्रिक दे दियो, मैट्रिक्स.
Mehta तू head adjudicator है यार. हाँ वीडियो ऑन कर ले तू भी.
And time कौन रखा है यार?
अपूर्व.
Approved. Okay, can you give me a warning at 5 and 6?
Warning.
यार हाँ fourth year वाले
how do you want
5 पे भी clap कर देना.
5 पे क्लैप, 6 पे क्लैप।
टाइम खत्म होने वाला है।
ठीक है
ठीक है 5 6 पे क्लैप, 7 पे डबल क्लैप. ओके
गुड
अपूर्व कूल.
सॉरी आर्यन, पीवाईस कैसे लेने हैं, चैट में या
वर्बली कर लेंगे?
हाँ नहीं वर्बली ही करना है, बट मैं बोलूंगा वर्बली ना कि पीवाई.
वर्बली बोलते भाई पीवाई.
ऐसे हाथ
एक सेकंड एवरीवन, लेट्स डिवाइस मैट्रिक्स जो सबको ठीक लगे यहाँ पे. पीवाईस अगर सबको वर्बली लेने तो वर्बली ले लो, वरना एक ही मेथड रखो बस.
नहीं हम
एक नहीं होता यार, सबके हिसाब से होता है.
सबके हिसाब से होता है.
फर्स्ट स्पीकर कोई दिक्कत नहीं है मतलब.
नहीं हाँ एग्जैक्टली.
जो अपनी स्पीच देगा उससे पहले बता देना पीवाई कैसे चाहिए, वैसे ले लेंगे.
That's the standard of online tournaments.
मनप्रीत यार वीडियो ऑन कर ले यार.
बढ़िया लग रहा था मनप्रीत यार वीडियो ऑन कर. हमने तेरा एग्जांपल बनाया हुआ, यहाँ पे एग्जांपल देंगे हम तेरा स्पीच.
हाँ एग्जांपल है भाई तेरा मनप्रीत यार.
तुम लोग भी हो एग्जांपल्स हमारी स्पीचों में, कोई नहीं
भाई बहुत एग्जांपल्स है यार.
दीक्षांत a lot of confessions are going to be said today.
आज मैं
confessions quote होंगे आज अच्छे से.
फ्रॉग कौन है? अरिहंत और कौन?
कंटी और प्रीत.
ओके.
अरिहंत भाई और दीक्षांत यार क्या कर रही है
यार, क्या कर रहे हो? मेरे को जनरली नहीं बता दो
यार. ये मैचअप जसलीन ने नहीं बनाए थे.
नहीं बनाया.
मैंने टीम्स भी स्प्लिट की थी, मैंने बस मोशन.
तूने बस साथ स्प्लिट करोगे तुम, अरिहंत अभी और दीक्षांत.
चलो ठीक है. ओके so everyone's ready. अपूर्व तो टाइम रख रहे हैं ना?
Yes.
Okay. So welcome all to the first and the only round of the farewell debate. So I would like to call upon the Prime Minister to come and give this speech. Yay!
Right. Good evening, guys. So before we start this, I just want to welcome you all to this to this final debate of our farewell, and hope you have a good time and may the best team win. Okay. Right. So let's start the time. So, firstly, before we start this debate, we need to characterize a couple of things so that this flows, right? Firstly, we need to understand that Tech is a mid-level engineering college. That being said, what follows from that is that you have to put in a lot more effort to get into activities like, say, debating or quizzing or MUNing, because all of this lies outside the scope of your education, right? So you have to put in a lot more effort as compared to, say, a DU college in which feminism or intersectionality is a part of their curriculum, right? So you have to put in a lot more effort and you have to put in time for that. Secondly, what we need to characterize is that SASC is a people's club, right? Everyone has to feel welcome and at home here. That's been the ideology of SASC from the beginning. There have to be low barriers of entry so people can feel welcome at home here. Further, it also has the responsibility of creating safe spaces for itself and the college as a whole, and create an environment in which social awareness and change can propagate, right? So this is in direct comparison with, say, a basketball club in which it is a small, closely knit circle in which you'll talk only about your basketball skills, whereas in SASC you'll talk about your ideologies, life experiences, and in general it is more analogous to life itself than any other club in college. Yeah. Now we'll talk about this compartmentalization that the other side wants to keep on doing, right? That the other side wants to keep an integral part of that, right? The compartmentalization is basically that you've created different components of the society, or cognition, DevSoc, QuizSoc, OrgSoc, MUnSoc, book, and whatever the fuck is going on right now. Okay. The problem, the only apparent solution of this, quick speaking, please turn your mic off, man. The only apparent benefit of this seems to be that somehow this will create a more dedicated space for discussion or debate or some shit like that. Okay. The problem here is that the very things that follow intrinsically from creating compartments is going to be antithetical to the whole thing itself. In fact, and I'll come to this in a couple of minutes, okay? But in fact, compartmentalization is antithetical to the whole inclusive. And I'll come to this in a couple of minutes, okay? But in fact, compartmentalization is antithetical to the
please mute your mic, sir.
I'll come to this in a couple of minutes, okay? Please mute your mic, sir. Cool. So, the problem, in fact, let's come out to the problems created with this compartmentalization, how it is antithetical to the whole notion of inclusiveness of SASC as a whole, right? Okay. So, firstly, there's a higher barrier of entry that comes along with a compartmentalized SASC. Okay. This is in the form of tests and interviews just to get into a DevSoc or an MUnSoc, for example. Then this is followed by stringent attendance criteria and policies just to remain a part of that. And anyway, this leads to a smaller group of people, right? What that essentially does is that A, it creates a smaller group of people for discussion, and B, this smaller group of people is going to be a sort of an echo chamber, because these are going to be similar ideologies of people, or people with similar ideologies that are going to be present here. That is solely because now, when you're creating a criteria of entry of barrier, that is social awareness, or say how your views are on feminism, that becomes essentially a filter to heave out those people that do not conform to your ideologies, and not become an outcome in the sense that it is a goal of SASC to actually cause a change in the ideology of these people. A clear example of this would have been Deekshant, right? Deekshant in his first year was a staunch anti-feminist and would not have been a part of DevSoc, for example, in any scenario, right? Over the course of 4 years, through his rigorous debate, a couple of minutes, continue. Over the course of 4 years, he has been transformed into an ally of feminism, right? And that goes on to show you how much SASC can actually affect the life of one, or ideology of one person. That's just a representative example. Okay, cool. Continue, PY.
Yeah, I don't think your ideas or something is particularly exclusive to compartmentalization. I think it depends on the type of leader that is on the helm. In the previous year, DevSoc has seen a lot of people enter without any barrier, etc. A lot of people have entered book club, quiz club without any barriers.
Okay, cool. I got you. The fact remains that there's a lot of that. There exist tests, there exist interviews. So even if that's not a filter, no sir, even if that's not a filter, that becomes a sort of a greater barrier of entry in which you have to come up for the test, you have to come up for the interview, and then that essentially discourages people and acts as a deterrent for them to actually take part in this, right? Secondly, when the discussion takes place, say a discussion about Nazi Germany, okay, so that discussion taking place between 200 people is going to be definitely less than a discussion taking place between 40 people in the DevSoc, right? And more importantly, that's going to be an echo chamber of ideas that exist in the DevSoc that won't exist in the SASC main group, right? So what that does is that you're basically exposed to less ideas and the mental barriers that come along with it, the psychological mental barriers that you're not capable enough of being a part of DevSoc because maybe you do not know English enough, or maybe your argumentation is not good enough. That always remains, and that's in fact attenuated by the fact that you have now compartmentalized SASC. Okay, and moving on to my next point, this less interaction, this diversity being lost, this creation of echo chambers essentially creates an idea that it's only important for SAS to create safe spaces within itself and not for the whole college as such, because now you've created filters for people to enter into SAS, to enter into these different components of SAS. And essentially what you're doing is creating more harm to the college than benefit, right? And the inherent benefit of compartmentalization, that was to create specific dedicated groups, that is not there, right? That is simply not there. Why that does not exist is because now in any and in every of these compartments, say a popular compartment, say a DebSoc and an MUNSoc, right? Firstly, the attendance has actually gone down over the course of since the compartments were introduced. This is because of the stringent attendance policies, and now that act as a deterrent as a whole to the participation, in fact. And more importantly, it acts right. Let me just finish it up. That acts as a sort of deterrent to people taking part in multi.
Arihant, it's time. 7:20.
10 seconds. Taking part in multiple components. This is so for example, a debater would also take part in MUNs and vice versa, and so on. This further creates problem of multiple centers of power and how that plays into the politics of SAS, which will be explained by the next speaker. Thank you.
I would like to thank the Prime Minister for this speech. Would like to call upon the Leader of Opposition to come and give this speech.
Yeah, so can you hear me?
Yeah, Preet, how do you want your POIs, written or verbal?
Just like by a raise of hand. That would be okay.
Also, Preet, for time.
टाइम के लिए वैसे लाइक आई एम कीपिंग अब बस 5 मिनट से बता देना वैसे मैं देख लूं अपना खुद से टाइम ठीक है ना
ओके
Okay, so I'm starting now. So Arihant came up and explained us how creating safe spaces is essentially a part of SASC. We agree with it. SASC is obliged to create safe spaces, but the difficulty here is SASC is unable to create safe spaces within itself if compartmentalization does not exist. Which is to say, a person who quizzes or a person who participates in MUNs does feel underrepresented in SASC if there is no compartmentalization. So how are you saying that you are creating safe spaces if the people within SASC do not feel safe? How are we going ahead and taking a bigger responsibility of creating a bigger safe space in the college itself? Arihant also talks about how small groups of people will create echo chambers and they won't be able to spread their ideologies. Here, what we would like to propose to you is that when was the last time you related or felt you had a common interest with somebody based on what are the kinds of book they read or because or something like a quiz, right? The kind of association we feel with people today is largely just debaters who are talking to each other, relating with each other and creating a space. We need to understand that this discussion is not happening for people who want to read books. This discussion wasn't happening before book club came into place. And once it came into place, there are more people who are discussing. So if you want to say that things like book club should not exist in a different zone or they should not exist in the first place, then there will be people who won't have a discussion at all. So we do believe that there should be discussions happening besides just debaters talking to each other. I'll tell you what the full form of SASC is. It's Speakers Association and Study Circle, how it started and what it wanted to achieve in the first place. It was a platform where people wanted to spread information. A very basic thing that people wanted to do was to talk to each other, get to learn more things. And there are mediums they chose for it. Mediums like debating, mediums like quizzing, mediums like MUNs and all. But what today SASC has become is a debating society. Do you need proof for it? I'll give you proof because 2 out of 3 Sekis of SASC today are debaters. 2 out of 2 Sekis of SASC last year were debaters. 2 out of 2 Sekis of SASC last year were debaters. And if you feel you still need more proof, then I'll explain how people like Akriti, who were preparing for IAS, which was inherently what SASC was aiming to do, to spread information for people to learn. She had to leave SASC because SASC had become a distraction for her and not a place where she could get more information. So I hope you are understanding the irony here, that what the purpose of SASC was, it's not able to achieve that, and people literally have to leave the club to do exactly the thing that SASC promised when it started its foundation. So this is something that we have a big problem with. And I'll tell you how dilution of SASC's purpose happened, why today SASC is a debating society per se. Today, we are having a farewell debate. Did anyone propose to have a farewell quiz? Did anyone propose to have a farewell MUN? And that is what we have a problem with. The seniors of fourth year who participate in quiz or maybe in MUNs feel underrepresented. And that is what we have a problem with. The reason this dilution, a simpler activity in terms of logistics, all you have to do is gather 6 people, create a motion, which I probably sure we didn't have a motion till 2 p.m. today, and they created a motion, and today we are having a debate. There was not much prerequisite to this event too. And hence, we can have multiple practices every day only if 6 people and say 1 adjudicator is ready to be there. However, activities like quizzes, they require people to do some research. They require people to create a questionnaire, and there's a software that they need to use, and it requires effort. MUN requires a lot of coordination. And that is why slowly what happens is, since debating is so easy to take place, since people started attaching the school element to debating, today SASC is essentially treated as a debating society. And that is what we have a problem with. How does compartmentalization help to this? We today have different groups with group admins from Arihant a little later, people with group admins, people like Srishti who are a part of the book club and who are handling book club. And there are people like Lakhan and Akshit who are doing quiz talk. They're handling activities like that. I did not see activities like this before compartmentalization took place. Nobody really had quizzes. We had two quizzes the whole year. Now we are having quizzes even in a pandemic because people feel accountable. People feel that this is what they relate to and they want to achieve that. But before that, this did not happen. I'll explain to you what will happen if compartmentalization does not exist. First of all, there are two scenarios. One is a person who does quizzing or does MUNs never gathers up enough courage, never feels that their activity is good enough as compared to debating, and hence never really goes and tries out to be in the executive body in the first place. Secondly, even if they go ahead and be a part of the executive body, they still feel that the debaters have an upper hand. The reason why most people debated for 2 persons who were debaters for becoming the secchies of the SASC speaks for itself. I do not believe that a person who works hard only in debating is a person who is, say, at an upper level as compared to a person who works hard in a quiz. But still, we vote for people who were debaters, and we've seen this year as well as last year. And hence people who feel that their activity is not as respectful or not as cool as debating never really speak up in the EB. And what does it lead to? People who were debaters, now they are a part of the EB, they will carry forward their debating, and people who wanted to do quizzing or MUNs will never really get their activity promoted. It becomes a vicious cycle where the debating gets promoted again and again. If you have problems with the way things are working, yeah, go ahead.
Restricted time.
Cool.
So the way the problems that we have today, you'll come up and say that things aren't working efficiently, or there are so many problems. We do agree there are problems because we are in an unprecedented situation of a pandemic. Nobody knows how to deal with it, and we weren't able to perform as good as we could given compartmentalization. But we feel it is the right direction to go, and in the absence of it, it will only lead to a situation where other activities besides debating will get suppressed even further. We feel that we need to make all people feel included, all people feel recognized, and hence increase participation. And as far as the idea of welcoming people into different, DebSocs is concerned, we are creating metrics where it's becoming easier for people to come to it, that anyone who really wants to debate can come and debate. Anyone who wants to have a quiz or learn from it can come to do that. But in the absence of compartmentalization, we are just promoting the idea of SASC as a debating society and not any other activity being promoted to that extent. And we tell you that the purpose of SASC. I'm done. Time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
I would like to thank the leader of opposition for her speech. Would like to call upon the Deputy Prime Minister to come and give this.
Yeah, just one thing. While I do understand that the debate we need to maintain a lot of decorum, is it still fine that we are not very stringent about things like ending the speech just at 7:20 or like POI agar thoda 10 second ऊपर नीचे हो जाए तो like let it be.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I get your point, but वो कर रहे हैं हम already. We gave 20 extra seconds.
6:20 ने पूछा था.
हाँ, मतलब अरियन का POI 6:40 पे था.
एक काम करते हैं, प्रोटेक्टेड मिनट वो कर देते हैं, POI जब मर्जी पूछ लो, बट टाइम का रिस्ट्रिक्शन रखो.
then either put it 6 minutes. 6 minutes put कर दो ताकि 6 मिनट पे कोई फिर ना पूछे. What I mean. I thought कि it's like 6:05 or 6:10. That's what I thought.
ठीक है. Mankaran, you ready? Like, who's the deputy prime minister?
Mankaran ready है. Mankaran आ जाओ.
यार मैं opposition के बारे में next यार.
Okay, my bad. So, the deputy prime minister.
Dikshant, POIs.
POI पूछ लेना यार, जैसे पूछने. टाइम लिख देना यार, ऐसे 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 ऐसे हर 1 मिनट पे लिख देना.
Okay.
अच्छा, I will start my speech in. थोड़ी सी देर रुक जाओ. मेरे को मेरे फोन पे ना एक ही स्क्रीन दिख रही है. जसलीन वापस आ गई. वो पीछे कहीं गई थी.
नहीं है वो.
वही मनप्रीत.
Start.
ऑफिस में इंटरव्यू दे रहा है.
और स्टार्ट कर ले भाई.
There are very interesting things on my screen right now. So I'll start my speech in 3 2 1. So panel, the opposition's case so far has been all about talking to you about the problems that SASC has faced under compartmentalization and before compartmentalization at the same time. Right. Yeah. What I mean by that is that they talk to you about how debating has historically been, at a higher pedestal than the other activities in SASC, which is true and which was true before compartmentalization as well. But they never tell you how debating, came to if not the same pedestal, but rather the difference between debating and, let's say, immuning, quizzing, etc., was closed up. They don't talk to you about that. Of course, they say that you can now do this, you can now do that. But of course, they never tell you why was that possible in the first place. And I tell you why that not only was not possible, but did not happen. Did not happen as we are debating this motion from the perspective of compartmentalization currently existing. But I'll tell you beforehand that I'll talk to you about, why compartmentalization was a bad idea under two different ideologies. Firstly, from the perspective of the DepSoc, Rohan, please mute your mic. Firstly, from the perspective of the DepSoc, where there were some harms that came to the DepSoc and the debating in SASC also, which were unforeseeable. But every other harm that has come to SASC and every other activities in SASC by compartmentalization decision has. Anyone can now debate. Anyone can now, अबे
दोबारा शुरू कर दे.
शुरू कर दे दोबारा.
नहीं, दोबारा शुरू नहीं. तू बोल रहा था कि
कंटिन्यू द पॉइंट. हाँ,
बोल रहा था कि डिबेटिंग को कुछ अनफोर्सेबल चीजें देखनी पड़ी हैं.
वहां से
मतलब बेसिकली सच बोल रहा था.
हाँ, ठीक है. तो as Chit is also acknowledged and I have him on record here that I am speaking facts. Because of compartmentalization, DepSoc, had some problems that were unforeseeable, but every other activity in SASC has faced some problems that should have been foreseeable, and hence the reason why compartmentalization is one of the worst decisions SASC has ever had. But, their first speaker tells you about how anyone can now take part in MUNs, quizzes, etc. Except they don't tell you why is that possible in the first place. Come back to their point of how they say that there is supremacy, that debating supremacy existing in tech. Now, what happened during, before, and also after compartmentalization was that pre-compartmentalization, debating was implicitly at a higher pedestal. Now, and what I mean by that is that even if some people, or let's say majority of the people, believe debating to be, debating fetches you greater clout, or you get more famous if you are the debater rather than an MUNer or a quizzer in SASC. Now you have absolutely no burden to partake in MUNs in the first place, because earlier in SASC, even the people who enjoyed debating and didn't enjoy MUNing still felt some sort of responsibility towards MUNs and towards quizzes also. This does not exist under compartmentalization, because the fundamental idea of compartmentalization is that if you're not interested in a particular SOC, you don't have to take part in that SOC. So, and if they believe that majority of the people are interested in debating because debating has greater clout in college, then compartmentalization should be a bad idea in the first place. Even if you don't know what were the negative outcomes of compartmentalization, you shouldn't go forward with it, because there is less propensity that people will now join MUNs or do MUNs or quizzes, because it has lesser clout, and you also don't have the responsibility of doing those things in the first place. But what really happened here was that MUN was on a lesser pedestal. Now there is no burden on anybody to partake in those activities. Now those activities like MUNs and quizzing are even at an even lesser pedestals. There are examples of how there are people like Lakhan or Akshit who organize quizzes, etc. is farcical, right? Because people like Lakhan and Akshit were organizing and taking part in quizzes pre-compartmentalization as well. In Simmer's year, compartmentalization wasn't there right from the onset of Simmer's reign as the secretary. And people like Lakhan and Akshit, I'll take it in a bit, don't worry. And agar 6 ho jaye to 6 pe apna pooch liyo. And people like Lakhan and Akshit were always quizzing, and that is the only example that they have. Even if they talk about other people who do MUNs, etc., those were the people who always used to do MUN. People like Siddharth, or let's say people like Girik or Shreya. Tell me who are the people post-compartmentalization came into MUNs who didn't do MUNs before but are doing MUNs now. Tell me how this MUN SOC or quiz SOC is better off post-compartmentalization, and give me examples of people who went there after compartmentalization and who did not have interest in those activities pre-compartmentalization. You don't have an example of that, because SASC was ruined because of compartmentalization. Now, yes, this is the country bolile.
Yeah. So my question is, given that last day I received a text from a person that, I got your number just because I was a part of QuizSoc, and I was interested in quizzing because I got a very low entry barrier to not have to debate and get into other activities. Why do you still think it is fine for that individual to not have the access in the first place, and not particularly about having access to, let's say, debating, because debating will always be their first point of contact anyway?
I don't understand the question. Thoda dobara bataiye.
If that person would have come into SASC, वो डिबेटिंग करना चाहता, एंड अगर उसको डिबेटिंग नहीं पसंद होती तो उसको साथ छोड़ना पड़ता, बट अब उसको क्विजिंग करनी है तो क्विजिंग में डायरेक्टली जा सकते हैं. This is what we are talking about.
No. I don't understand why is there this assumption that if this person did not debate, then they would have to leave SASC in the first place, because we have a lot of people who don't participate in any of the activities, and even our current secretary is somebody who takes immense pride in the fact, Udit Anshu, my beloved friend, your beloved friend also, that Udit Anshu, somebody who never participated in debating, MUNing, quizzing, somebody who was the daddy of organizing things and never participated in activities, and is the current secretary of SASC. And that is the importance here, right? Because post-compartmentalization, the people who took the greatest hit were the people who did not want to take part in any activities, but wanted to make friends and wanted to learn things anyway, which is something that we don't have post-compartmentalization, because engagements, interactions are first of all limited to the specific groups of those particular activities. For example, open discussions are not there anymore on the SASC group, but rather exist on the DebSoc. Wahan pe bhi nahi hoti, but idea is that they still exist there. And people who don't debate don't get to be a part of those interactions, and hence don't get to be intellectually stimulated in that way. And hence those people lose out on everything that SASC has to offer to those people. And what Arihant also talked to you about was that SASC becomes a toothless club in that sense, that you now don't influence people. Now you creating feminists, regardless of how less there are. Creating feminists is not the outcome of SASC anymore, but is rather a prerequisite to people joining DebSoc. Because अगर तुम फुद्दू बातें करते हो, तो you will not be there in SASC. हाँ कर रहा हूँ पूरा कर रहा हूँ. You will not be there in SASC. You will not be there in DebSoc anymore. But earlier you were allowed and you had a chance to change and come to the brighter side. And that's all from my side.
Would like to thank Deekshant for his speech. Would like to call upon the deputy leader of opposition to come and give this speech.
OP speech, OP. Uditanshu daddy organizing.
अभी थोड़ा सा उदितांशु को मैं डिस्ट्रॉय करने वाला हूँ. I'm really sorry.
Is it worth it?
ये जिंदगी के जो तेरे वो है ना दबा के बैठा हुआ है 1 साल से दुख.
ब्रूटस.
now
कंटी वैसे उदितांशु के बजाय ना किसी और का एग्जांपल ले सकते हैं हम.
उदितांशु
वो दोनों सेम ही ग्रुप में है, सेम ही टीम में भी है.
बुक करो.
Yeah, कंटी POIs and time.
टाइम स्टैम्प्स मुझे चाहिए नहीं, मतलब उनके लिए चाहिए तो 5, 6, 7 जैसे भी उनको देना दे देना. आई डोंट केयर. और POIs स्ट्रिक्टली थ्रू चैट. अगर किसी ने अनम्यूट किया मैं मुक्का मार दूंगा.
मुक्का मारे.
We do have an equity policy also, so if anyone wants to raise one, they can.
I think
इतने start 1.5 घंटा मतलब घंटे start कर भाई.
Sorry. Starting in 3, 2, 1. I know the assholes on the other side don't understand that this is a regrets motion, right? And they particularly need to set a regret metric on what particularly compartmentalization has done, right? And the only thing they say is that compartmentalization has greatly reduced the access of, let's say, staunch feminists like Deekshant in first year to come into SASC and be the sensitized, sweet, sensitive person he's today, right? Except I believe this is a load of bullshit because A, Deekshant is a very, very extreme case. Secondly, we think at the end of the day, this is a very important aspect. And why is that? Because they don't engage with our speech. What was in our speech, right? We think people like Lakhan and Akshit and people who are, let's say, in activities which are not particularly debating, they come up and speak now in let's say, meetings, etc. Particularly because they were given a platform through these activities, right? They were given a platform through these admin groups where they could actually tell us that they want to hold this. Before this, if they're talking about like Lakhan and Akshit holding quizzes before this, what used to happen was that there was a cloud of, let's say, quizzing between those two people, right? But now, what is the important difference that exists is that there is a possibility of that cloud actually spreading to other people. And how is that? Because these enthusiastic group of people go ahead and actually make posters, actually go ahead and make quizzes, which are, let's say, catering to the larger population, right? Compare this to before, right? If Lakhan and Akshit or if people like from QuizTalk wanted to make a quiz, they would never really text in the group because they did not really ever feel associated to SASC in the first place, which meant the quizzes that they eventually made were not really relatable. I would never participate in a quiz if it was not a cricket quiz, right? I participated in a cricket quiz because Lakhan asked on the group, what quizzes do you want after this, right? And this is only possible when they have enough confidence. And where does this confidence come from? And this is where speech becomes extremely, extremely important within the framework of this debate, right? Because we tell you the purpose of SASC is to actually spread information and not particularly, stop it like it is happening right now, or it has had happened without compartmentalization in the first place, right? Because I think at the end of the day, why is debating a very easy activity to pick? A, requires less effort to organize. You can just get on a Zoom call and start debating, etc. But secondly, also it is easier to grasp. You don't need a whole book of rules of procedure such as like MEN, etc. to go into debating, which means debating is a lot easier to grasp for individuals because, as Arihant rightly pointed out, PEC is a very mid-engineering college level, right? Which means people have different priorities, which means people will always want to go ahead and indulge themselves in easy activities. But we don't think because of that particular nature of humans, let's say activities like quizzing, activities like MEN or book club should particularly suffer, right? And why is that extremely important? We tell you compartmentalization is needed for 3 major reasons. And it is a cyclical reason, right? Firstly, we think when you are going to be a part of a community, or you're going to be a part of any club, or you're going to be a part of any community in the broader world, you particularly want people who have the same interests as you. Which is to say that if you have people who have the same interest in debating or in book reading or in MENing, you particularly tend to go to these people, right? I talked to Mankar in the first year because he was in infrastructure of breakfast. I was in infrastructure of breakfast, and we were both very, like, let's say, dying for validation from seniors, right? And that's why we talked in the first place. That is the sort of relatability we're talking about. If you don't have that sort of relatability, you will never ever be able to go ahead and actually find people. And why is that particularly difficult in SASC? Because SASC is a group of 250 people, right? This year, we had 460 applications, out of which we could not reject anyone, right? Which means that particularly it is very difficult for you to find those common people within this whole group of 460 people, because let's face it, WhatsApp limit 257 ki aadhi baar to same group mein nahi honge wo, right? But secondly, we think the moment this happens, what actually happens, right? If people like Manpreet wanted to go ahead and say anything, people like Manpreet still had the clout, right? But it was all, but he would, or they would have been more, they're more likely to be scared to speak up anything, because people like me, even people like Deekshant, or even people like who are other debaters who, think of themselves as lords of this particular club, will always put them down, will always ask them to shut the fuck up. I've seen Manpreet being asked to shut the fuck up because he's using Marvel references, right? And why is that? Because we think, people like me and Deekshant thought that we are at a greater level than him, and we don't think that particularly needs to happen, right? If that does not happen, Manpreet can just understand or identify, various people who can share his particular groups, right? Who can share his particular interest, because he can just go to Quizsock and ask who's a Marvel fan, and then he can talk about Marvel for hours on end, right? But thirdly, when people like him are being put down, what particularly happens is that eventually these people will never come into power of Sask, right? And when that happens, the only vision that Sask is run through is particularly this fact that, we need to just cater to debaters, because I, for a fact, did not indulge myself in any other activity than debating. And Deekshant did not do that. And that particularly led to a fact that we did not really know a lot about handling quiz, handling book club, handling Mansock, because we did not do shit of the three activities, right? However, these admin groups allow a concentrated set of people, even at the top, even if they're chosen by us, or even if they're like pseudo leaders or let's say auto leaders, etc. We think it is still a lot better world than the one existed without compartmentalization, because then they did not have anyone to look up to for that activity, right? But if their problem is that, debating to anyway hoga, so wo problem to anyway hoga. Understand this. If a person had to come to SAS pre-compartmentalization, they had to necessarily engage with debating, because other activities were very less, although they were on offer, but they were very less conducted, right? Which means that they had to necessarily engage with debating to enter into SAS in the first place. Now that this happens, it is very important for us to understand that now people can particularly go to the activity they particularly like, right? And we don't think it is a problem that, people from like, let's say DevStock don't feel that they want to do MA and have to only participate in debates. That's completely fine. That's their fucking interest. You cannot particularly go ahead and stop a person's interest. You're if you're doing that, you're a fucking tyrant, which we are anyway, right? But also, moving on to the last idea, why is it still needed? Because A, this is a regret motion, and they still not have given us enough regret metrics to go ahead and actually talk about it. But lastly, we think changes are still not enough, right? Go ahead and go on Instagram, look on the likes that Quizsock activities have got, right? Quizsock questions have got. Quizsock posts have got 20, 22 and 26 likes respectively, whereas debating posts have got 55 and 110 likes respectively, right? This is where we talk to you about how this particular change, although it is comparatively coming, or it is comparatively lesser, it still is, there is a difference that exists, and therefore there is a need. Deekshant, you're pure.
Kanti, honestly, tell me what was the comparison between the level of participation we used to see in activities pre-compartmentalization and post-compartmentalization, and put your hand on your heart while you do that.
मैं तो देखो यार गीता पे चक्के पे झूठ बोल दूंगा, गीता पे हाथ रख के झूठ बोल दूंगा. I don't really give a fuck. But the point is that the idea here is that people like Lakan, people like Akshit are able to put those quizzes on the groups right now, right? I did not know a lot of quizzes being held in the first 2 to 3 years, because they were not put on the groups in the first place, or even if they were put on the groups, they were particularly, let's say, not even looked at, because there was no clout of quizzing, right? But now people like Lakan and Akshit feel that motivation to go ahead and actually make posters which are very beautiful or which are very pretty, which they did not have before, because quizzing was not looked at an activity, right? But yeah, all this is a lie. I lose the debate. That's completely fine. I don't really care, because I don't really support compartmentalization. But then the last thing is that even when we went ahead and actually created a vote for people who for second year or for third year on who they wanted to lead task next year, the major idea was like N, R and I, right? Kar lo apne aap decode. But because these people were the best debaters from their particular year, and we think compartmentalization needs to exist as long as the kind of exposure that we as leaders gave to first year, and Simmer couldn't, because at the end of the day, Simmer indulged in debating more than other activities and did not particularly want to go ahead and give clout to other activities. We think at a point in time, the first year exposure is particularly spread to all 4 years. We don't think compartmentalization should not exist. We think it's a very important metric for compartmentalization. I totally support prop wins. Thank you.
Sir, अच्छी येलो speech थी sir.
Arihant, अच्छी DPM speech थी, but PM ने कुछ किया नहीं. Sorry.
I'd like to thank the deputy leader of opposition for this speech. Now would like to call upon the proposition whip to come and give this speech.
Yeah, it's the first time I'm seeing Abhay's whip. Let's go, Abhay.
यार किसी ने ग्रुप पे
ओए मनकरण
किसी ने ग्रुप पे बोला मैंने
ट्विनिंग वी आर ट्विनिंग
यार
अरे किसी ने ग्रुप पे बोला मैंने सास में कभी इतना एम्यून वर्ड
अरे अभी सिटी भी अपना वो कैमरा ऑन करेगा, वो ट्रिपलिंग कर रहे हो गए, इसमें भी डाली है।
सिटी कौन है?
सिद्धार्थ।
सिटी।
अच्छा वाह, फीटस बोलते हैं उसको।
My bad. But yes, the whip from proposition.
मैं अपने आप को टाइम कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है? क्वेश्चन पूछने हैं सीधा पीआई बोलते ना। मेरी बात क्लियर है?
हाँ, पहले मेरा क्वेश्चन है एक। पीएम वो मैसेज पढ़ लिया मेरे?
नहीं यार,
व्हाट्सएप पे Zoom पे तेरे को प्राइवेट मैसेज भेज रहा था घंटे से।
भाई फक भाई,
छोड़ो यार, फेयरवेल डिबेट है, आगे चलो।
just let me make this muddled debate as clear as possible to whosoever the edge is in this particular debate, right? They come up in their first and second speech like there were a lot of problems in pre-existing era of SAS, and that no in any way don't prove that how those problems are getting solved. And the regret metric that we have is that fucking decision was very, very bad. That is the regret metric in life as well, right? So if we are able to prove to you that each and every sect of SAS is now worse at every scale possible, we win this debate by a very, very huge margin, right? They come up here and they try to come up here and say that, you know, in some way there is one quiz soc which is now improved via examples, right? And they prove their whole case via examples of Lakhan, right? And let me just make sure continues that that's not how debating does. You first of all give an argument, in the end you prove it via examples, right? Not the other way around, right? So when we come up here and say that every sect is worse in each and every very possible, because the culture behind and the historical aspects of PEC and SAS is very, very important, that they do not interact with us in their first two speeches, right? When we come up here and say that the entry or the need to get into SAS is very, very less, because that gives you nothing as compared to your curriculum, because you've got into this college for a job, right? Secondly, if you are coming into SAS for say quizzing, debating or etc. यार म्यूट कर लो एक सेकंड। For quizzing, debating or whatever reason, you come up here, and SAS has historically been and has promoted itself that you need absolutely nothing to enter into SAS, and you will grow out of SAS as a very, very in the 5th minute, and you will grow out as a very, very improved person, right? And they're nowhere ahead, and they reduce their margin, right? They somehow are proving via examples कि भाई barriers to come ho gaye, but they don't prove us that how those barriers are getting reduced. And we have emphasized very, very promptly that how those barriers are getting improved. First of all, as historically, as it is a so-called debating society, SAS, now that historical aspect is going to get imposed upon juniors via this particular debate also. And the context of this particular debate consists of compartmentalization, right? So the problems that you're trying to solve are not getting solved, right? So when the historical aspect is, say, particular debating, and the rivalries pre-compartmentalizations were somewhat subtle in sense. Now they're across the board, and you're flashing them across all juniors' faces, right? That like debating is better, and it has been better, and there is no way that those different sects are going to improve in their way, right? So if I have proved to you that, you know, that debating has a higher echelon in all of these different sects that we have, in what way are you improving Quizsoc? By apparently Lakhan ne ek chat डाल दिया, and that clout is not very, very and that clout is very, very restricted when we prove to you that the Quizsoc is going to have less participants because of the barriers that had been imposed to you, which have been characterized by the first two speeches, 5th minute, which have been characterized in the first two speeches. Yeah, POI.
यार लखन अगर ग्रुप पे डालता तो कोई पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं, even I participated. What is the difference? I don't understand.
Exactly. When the change of groups is a Quizsoc or a SAS club, when the interaction in the SAS has been reduced because of the barriers imposed by you, because the barriers have been imposed, and the number of people entering into SAS is very, very less, right? And the second thing that you do not interact about is the growth of as a human being that SAS provides into our lives that you did not tackle. And I think that on that point we win this debate, right? Because if for example a sexist person can become a so-called sect secretary of a club, and as a so-called secretary of a club, prove to me that if you are taking a debating test and that person writes in the test that females should remain in the kitchens, would you take him in the debating club and will you improve that mind's mentality? I don't think so. You will let him enter into that particular group, right? Because the barriers are so stringent that you want a certain set of people to enter into those particular sects, right? And I don't think in the last piece that you can characterize that somehow nahi, mentality to hum change kar denge bhai. I don't think that you will be able to, right? So in the very first stage that you have a particular echo chamber present in the club as well, and you are letting only people with those particular say mindset or backgrounds. I don't understand how you are providing those safe spaces depicted in the first piece, right? Rather than you are reducing that echo chamber on a very lower scale, on a very no more PRIs. So as we are able to prove to you that the debating club has reduced in numbers. Secondly, the amount of discussions or the growth via say talking to individuals is going to be very facadish, right? Why we tell to you? Because for example, in science as usual, what do people do? They talk to people with different backgrounds, right? They don't just sit in this ecosystem and debate about a single topic via one perspective only. As you have allowed only one perspective into your particular sect, only one type of mindset will be perpetuated, and the whole club, whole sect, or the whole debating society or whatever sect is going to be particular mindsets, and that value reduces in its very self, right? So as I am proving to you that each and every part of SAS is getting worse by compartmentalization, I don't think that they are able to prove to you, right? So as I proved to you that every pre-existing conditions that they were talking about pre-compartmentalization, that has no way improved, rather they have gone worse in every way possible, right? And thirdly, as we have proved to you that the rivalries that have existed pre-existing are now very into your faces, right? And they run away by saying weird examples, right? Ki apparently Akriti ko distraction ho rahi thi, that's why she left. Akriti is out of every single say social media group, so don't give say first context matters, right? That, and they give no context for Lakhan, because Lakhan, I know that he was quizzing from first year, so they're proving their cases that they have so-called say by examples, and they have no arguments to justify how each and every sect has improved in the very way. So we prove to you that how the level of debating or the level of quizzing is reduced in their paradigm. Secondly, the mentality of the mentality change or the safe space providing across the college. For example, like there was a thing in college like ye to SAS ka hai, which was like the ideology in SAS were getting promoted in college because they felt that these sort of ideologies are something different from us. That does not exist via compartmentalization, because those safe spaces are getting reduced, right? So irrelevant first piece, right? Secondly, we come up here and say that each and every club previously and they also talk about that apparently pandemic हो उसकी वजह से कम हो गई participation. For example, in the first year, the biggest barriers were say पैसे लगते हैं debating करने में, you have to go to Delhi, there are less slots. Right now, there were absolutely no barriers into participating into debates. Still there are the amount of participation compared from first year to fourth year is absolutely nil, right? So prove to us what you are saying with arguments that how that debate club is now better, how that quiz talk is better, not just by saying कि लखन ने quiz भाई एक आर्टिकल डाल दिया and come up with better arguments. I think I am done with the time. Thanks.
Would like to thank the Proposition Web for their speech. Would like to call upon the Opposition Web to come.
Yes. chat.
मनकरन
अरे मैं रेडी हूं
WhatsApp पढ़ियो जैसे बोला वैसे ही स्टार्ट
WhatsApp पढ़ वो तो देख क्या अभी मैं
मनकरन ऐसा लग रहा है बस आज हो
Only if I could get a nickel.
रेडी।
अच्छा मेरे को एक मिनट बताओ, एक मिनट रिप्लाई स्पीचेस रखनी है?
हाँ
नहीं रिप्लाईज नहीं।
हाँ रुको,
रखनी है
यार डन, चलो ठीक है, चलो ओके चलो स्टार्ट। ठीक है मैं यार पूर्ण यार तू अभी तक कमेंट छोड़ दे बाद में, मैं खुद देख रहा हूँ।
अच्छा
मैं 3 2 1 बोल दूंगा, ठीक है रेडी? और म्यूट कर लेना है सारे प्लीज। 3 2 1 3 to 1. Mr. Speaker, I think we need to send Abhay back to his first year or to Avnish so that he can take the debating workshops again, because I've never heard a more irrelevant whip speech ever in my life, right? But no, you need to understand this first of all. The 2 points that they're stuck to in their entire debate, this side opposition, I think they need some air conditioner in their houses because they're frozen, is that firstly that we have created some very high barriers of entry, and we have tests, everything. We have created so many diligent attendance and practice and everything. Get what? That was Simar and Piyush, right? That wasn't us. If you ask me that if I was the Seki of this club, honestly, what I would have done, I would have released a Google form. Everyone who wants to enter DepSoc, enter. Please. This restriction isn't something that is kept by us. It is kept by a leader, and the leader participation changes happen. I never became Seki, so I was never able to do this. Hence, they could run these arguments, honestly, right? But now you need to understand even more. First of all, that these types of things only happen is because people entered SAS through debating, right? That is to say, when we were in Amitoj's year, no one can, or even in, let's say, Shragashom's year, there wasn't many people who could come through quizzing into the level that executive body that we could reach today, right? You need to understand the only way that could happen is if you were debating. Because guess what? At the moment that Kanti and I applied for Seki, the reason we were bashed every day and day, because we were recognized as bad debaters and not as good organizers. The reason that Udita Anshu's confession come that who is Udita Anshu even after the list came is because when people say that, yes, go ahead, that people say that, yes, who is this guy, because we've never seen him, even though Udita Anshu has probably done more work than anyone in SAS ever did, right? The reason that Manpreet, Shivam and Sahil and Parth are sitting here, but there is nothing for them being done on this farewell thing, is something which is very big disgrace to these third-year people, right? But now you understand. This is that what is the change that has come right now? That is the main problem after this. That yes, even if before compartmentalization they didn't have to, after compartmentalization, what they have. This is what you need to understand. All this third and fourth year, clap your hands if you ever thought that there was any quiz message except for verb, right? There wasn't. Anytime we had a quiz was on verb, that was also LSD quiz or a sports quiz or at SASLI. Clap your hands every second and first year. How many messages you have received in the last 1 year of how many quizzes there have been, right? We had a general quiz, we had a tandem quiz, we had everything. This is because of the effort that Lakhan and Akshay put. Remember me last time when in third and fourth year, when did you have any book discussion in your under Amitoj's year or under Shom's year? You didn't, right? Only after Simar and Abhay introduced the compartmentalization, even though in a very weird way, in very restriction, we believe some benefit was done because now we could read book. The only reason that I've read Justice, the read second feminist or books like this is because I was told that these books clubs are doing this and these are good books. I read Sapiens because of that. This is the change that has been brought to them that they're ignoring. They say that, you know what, even if this happened, what are the types of people that have get included, right? I'll say that yes, you might not have seen changes in these years, definitely because of the constriction that we have put, that pandemic happened, right? Because of pandemic, a lot of these activities have been stopped. But guess what? You know, when I see a person from Meta second year like Jiftesh Singh coming to me that yes, I'm a part of SAS through Quizsaw, but I don't do debating. I think these types of energies only exist through this channel when compartmentalization has happened. That person would never have an route to enter the SAS through debating, right? Things like tabbing, things like organizing, things like immuning or quizzing have always been degrading and will get degraded, right? Manpreet might life right now on this stage, but the only time Manpreet was contacted was at Trivium 10, right? Never on his rest of the year was he even expected, right? And that's what we tell you, that these type of compartmentalization, this is what happened. Because now what happens is the reason that these people's the reason that people go ahead and do this, like, you know, Quizsaw activities or book club activities, because of two reasons. Firstly, because of the responsibility that they now feel that they're head of a society, of a part of a particular club, right? That is to say, if I'm Lakhan, now I think that yes, I don't have to just give a quiz at work, right? I have to have a quiz every 2 weeks. I need to have a quiz for which I have deadlines, for which I have to train my juniors, I have to teach them. Similarly goes for book club. Similarly goes for every other compartment that has been right. But also you need to understand, it gives them more motivation now, because this motivation is something that comes from that recognition in itself that yes, you are a different SOC and now your importance is there. But if the problem is that, you know what, in SOCs, you know, the pedestalization, depedestalization, something that gets increased. I believe, first of all, it is something which is already existed to its extreme, right? I don't think debaters ever give fuck off for MUNers. Go to Avnish right now, he will give you so much shit about MUNers. He will go show shit about quizzes, right? We believe every debater who thinks that he has achieved a lot always look down on other activities, right? And that is what we believe, that this depedestalization is already at its extreme. The best we can do this is try to give equal platform to other people, because guess what? Now at any point in time, when the third year executive body meeting is held, we still see people like Lakhan, or even in second year people like Subhashish or Taranjot voicing out their opinion, which never happened in fifth month anywhere. 5:30 पे, ठीक है, will happen right now, right? And that is where we tell you that even if debate, and last point of that that it has also harmful for DepSoc because debate come on. And guess what? Debate happened less because second year doesn't do shit, right? We believe that even when we were in second year, we did debate ourselves. No one from fourth year came us to tell debate. It was second year's problem. That is not DepSoc's problem or compartmentalization's problem, right? Also, you need to understand that the point at which people, they say that, that even if right now people initially had some, this is what Dikshant said, that people, and this is the biggest lie that I've ever said, that people who didn't even enjoy MUN had some responsibility to do MUN. Guess what? Then ask Dikshant that why did Amitosh need to have a meeting of second year EB at that time to make sure that every one of us fucking participates in PEC-MUN, which is the star flagship event of PEC-MUN, to such an extent that only 3 people were working in those MUN. POI, Dikshant, no yaar. Okay, I think
ability he held this kind of a meeting and asked for compartmentalization of that.
Yeah,
because
I'll be honest, Arihant, अगर तुम कुछ पूछना चाहते हो, I really can't understand. Dikshant,
internet मैं पूछने लायक
अबे पूछ ले.
मैं पूछ रहा हूँ. So Mankaran, the so-called feeling of say improving QuizSec, even we are not in QuizSoc or QuizSoc pre-compartmentalization, do you think how is that improved in your scenario?
Yes, that is what I'm saying. After the forming of QuizSoc, is that the motivation and that recognition that Lakhan now has felt, right? That yes, now I'm leading a SOC. That SOC never existed in the first place. Because guess what? Did you ever have a quiz group right before we were in first, second year? You had a PD practice group, let's say, but never a quiz group or an MUN group. And that is where we tell you that due to the things like that, this has existed is because you understand that yes, that these things have always been at lower, right? But I believe that even at that time, things like, that you have to do MUN or you have to do SAS League or work was something that was shoved down the throat of these people, and they did it even at their worst, right? I don't think that at any point that you thought that these people are having an iota of doing this, and they have pointed out that people now will not do anything. We still believe that even in that worst case, it's fine. That is to say, if echo chambers are formed, I still believe that MUN and quizzing are at best having some recognition, having some equal opportunity against this debater and all those type of things, which never really existed in the first place. And this is what compartmentalization has brought on them. The way compartmentalization has been brought is something, implementation is something that we can always argue upon, of how less stringent we want to make it, how good we want to make it. And that is if we tell you that we stand to win this debate on a very clear margin of victory. Very, very proud to oppose.
Opposition, do you need a minute for your reply?
वो एजेस की courtesy होती है, वो actually नहीं होता.
तो दिखा रहे हैं.
ठीक है, नहीं मुझे नहीं चाहिए. Final, since this is my last speech as a joint secretary of SASK, this is the book I read because I had people from book club particularly discussing this book every weekend, right? This is something I ordered off of Amazon amidst COVID because I thought that this would be an interesting book because people finally had the confidence to say that, wow, we are reading this book and this is extremely interesting. We'll post screenshots, we'll post something that's very important, that was very important within this discussion. And that's why we're having this sort of discussion within the first place, right? I think this is what compartmentalization particularly does. And if Dikshant can't understand it, he can literally fuck off. Because when we discussed literally for 6 hours on why compartmentalization has turned toxic, but it was not in the first place, he literally said that it is necessary, right? And this is where we talk about the necessity of it all. Because we believe every problem from their side can be solved if Simbar and Piyush are replaced with other individuals last year, right? And if their idea is to talk about how Uditanshu is one of the greatest secretaries because he became a secretary just by organizing, fuck off, right? Uditanshu is a very extreme end case. There will never be another Uditanshu. There will never be another Uditanshu in the world, right? And that is going to happen irrespective of how many compartments you have, how many compartments you don't have ever in this particular world, right? And they need to understand it. Because their idea is कि यार बैरियर बढ़ गया घंटा बैरियर बढ़ा है DepSoc का मैसेज आता है ग्रुप पे no one particularly joins, right? No one particularly joins practices, and this is because second year में competition बहुत है internships का. They don't particularly want to indulge in extracurricular activities just for the heck of it. We wanted to do it because हमें validation crave होती है, हमें घर पे मार पड़ी है बचपन में बहुत सारी, ठीक है? तो हमें चाहिए होती है validation seniors की, and we particularly want that, and that's why we particularly indulge in those activities. Those individuals don't want to, they have a lot of shit to take care of anyway, right? But secondly, also I don't understand इनका idea, right? कहते हैं कि लोग क्विज कर लेंगे, अरे जब तुम एक्सेस नहीं दोगे तो करेंगे कैसे घर पे अपने, ठीक है। तो आइडिया ये है कि वी एटलीस्ट नाउ हैव अ कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड सेट ऑफ पीपल दे कैन गो टू। इनके केस में अभय को क्विज करनी थी, एंड आई टेल यू दिस, अभय के ग्रेड्स लगाने थे अभी हमें, अभय ने वर्ब डाला था ऑर्गेनाइजिंग में, राइट। उदितांशु लिटरली आस्क्ड मी व्हाट डिड अभय डू इन ऑर्गेनाइजिंग वर्ब, आई सेड ही मेड अ क्विज, राइट। एंड द थिंग इज no one particularly knows of this decompartmentalization or Abhay organizing quizzes, because it's just, I remember Abhay and Hriday Kohli hugging each other after a quiz on the orientation. It's because that sort of shit was very rare, right? But now Abhay can particularly go to a quiz talk and say, भाई मुझे quiz करना है, तुम भाड़ में जाओ, मुझे नहीं करनी debate. अभी भी उसका frustration दिख रहा था, he does not particularly want to debate. But the idea here is that you need to have this set of people so that they can go to this set of people. And if me reading this book is a big thing, because I hate reading, and this is a fat fucking book, right? But I also want to tell you, if debate has been less, it's not because अच्छा हाँ barriers बढ़ गए, अच्छा हाँ हो गया, ठीक है। सिमिलर पीयूष ने बढ़ा दिए थे barriers, हमने नहीं रखे barriers, right? I particularly told one person named Anubhav in second year, if he's on the call, I don't know, but I literally told them that we'll hold practices, come to practices, I'll add you in DevSoc myself, right? This is where the difference of leadership comes, and we believe the people we are handing over this to will also take care of the same, because what the actual fuck? Because they have been led by us, and not particularly people who indulge in only one activity, right? People like Uditanshu and me who have come up particularly because of organizing at least till the 4th year. We believe it is important for these individuals to have an access point within this particular club, within this beautiful club called SASK, which can be beautiful but turns out toxic a lot of times. But at the end of the day, this particular idea of called compartmentalization can go ahead and help these individuals have an access point, not indulge in debating particularly, right? Because I have seen people, and I can't particularly take the names because I don't have consent, but I've seen people in first year who used to debate because they wanted to go into other activities, right? And who have carved a niche for themselves in 4th year in other activities by going ahead and indulging in that because they like that activity. But they wanted SAS to be an access point for those sort of activities in the first place, because SAS so proudly in its intro video says, we do quizzing, we do MUNM, we do book club, we do this shit, we do that shit. But it doesn't particularly come to that, right? Because when I called up Dikshant on 5th of December 2017 to go to a practice, it was because there was a practice PD group in which Preet got me added, right? There was never a Mansoc app, there was never a Mansoc group, there was never a Quizsoft group, and they need to exist so that people like Lakhan can have the confidence to send messages and not feel like shit like me or Uditanshu for that matter, who right now, even both of us feel very scared to be on the forefront of this club that we are ironically leading, and not led very well, but yeah, leading. Proud to sign off.
Like to thank Kanti for the speech. Now would like to call upon the proposition to come and give their reply.
लड़ाई होगी दीक्षांत आज तो।
एक मिनट, कौन जा, तू जा कि मैं जाऊँ दीक्षांत?
मैं।
तो फिर WhatsApp का मैसेज पढ़ लियो।
फोटो भेजिए।
हाँ तो पढ़ ले हम बोल।
फोटो वाली देख भाई जो सास पे आई है।
भाई लखन।
अबे बाद में देखता हूँ, रुको जरा। I want to focus on this right now. So I'll start my speech in 3, 2. जो वो मैं अपने timers 1, 2, 3, 4 देते ना। I'll start my speech in 3, 2, 1. So, of course, this is also my last speech ever or as part of PEC. So, and I'll also start with the same thing that Kanti did, right? That if I was able to read a book because there was a book club there about it, and that's the reason why I was able to read that book and all of the context that Kanti talked about. I think there is another metric which is important, like that metric being satisfied is important and rather critical in the outcome of me being able to read that book in the first place, which is the idea that whether or not I am perceptive to the core focus of that book. What do I mean by that? If Kanti was talking about seeing like a feminist because of the book club, another metric of him being able to read it was the fact that whether or not receptive to feminism in the first place. Now, post-compartmentalization, a majority of the people who are not already fence-sitters or feminists will be much less likely to be perceptive to feminism. So regardless of the fact, mic mute karo. So regardless of the fact that whether or not book club talks about, having a reading cycle of seeing like a feminist, there will be lesser people there to read it because there will be lesser people perceptive to the idea of feminism, perceptive to the idea of anti-casteism, etc., etc. But I believe that 99% of Kanti's reply speech was facts, right? And I totally agree with everything that he says. Just the fact that this debate was actually one bias, but I don't think that either he or I care about this debate anyway, right? So I'll just quickly go over what Mankaran said. During the end of his speech, Mankaran said that implementation to sketchy hai compartmentalization ki. That can be discussed, but the idea is not. And that was the exact moment that they lost this debate, because this house regrets motion, right? So we regret the implementation of compartmentalization and this debate is over. But of course, there are people like Uditanshu, Parth, or of course their names are already taken. There are obviously more people. I don't have consent, won't take names, but there are people who are here, right? But how many people of that same stem cell or people along those same lines did you get after compartmentalization? I would say none, because there is no specific SOC or specific respect or identification for people post compartmentalization who don't take part in these activities but still are an incredible and an extremely important part of SASC. And that is what our case has been for this debate, right? That there are incredibly high mental barriers to joining SASC post compartmentalization. Like even if you say that देखो DebSoc है, तुम join करना चाहो तो सीधा आके join कर सकते हो. That is what Kanti talked about, right? That there used to be barriers earlier, but in our year there were no barriers, except mental barriers still exist. Earlier you had to just join SASC. Now you have to join SASC as well as the DebSoc. Now you have to mentally commit to that thing in the first place, and all of those things. But apart from that, right, I think I agree with almost everything that Kanti said, right? That a lot of problems that SASC has, a lot of things that everything that people face in this club, or let's say that have faced in the past year, have been because of other reasons also. And like the people that have internships coming up, people that don't have time for debating, there are messages but nobody replies, etc., etc., the implementation of everything, all those kind of things, right? So yeah, I don't think that we can just blame all of this on the simple fact that compartmentalization now thi to aisa na hota, waisa na hota. But I think Kanti also believes that people are just complacent and we can't do anything about that. So in the conclusion of this debate, we do believe that we win, but I think that we win, but SASC loses because of, or even in presence or absence of compartmentalization.
क्या pandering है भाई ये?
Everyone.
Thank you, Dishant, for your speech.
आंसू रुकने दो पहले 2 मिनट.
रोना दिया यहाँ पे.
ठीक है भाई.